Good morning, dear students. So, today in this class, we are going to see about the need and importance of lesson planning. What is a lesson plan? So, a lesson plan is a guide which helps to execute a mission that is to be accomplished in the classroom with the students. A lesson plan can also be defined as a creative process which provides a framework for a purposeful learning. So, lesson plan is nothing but it is a guide which is present in the hands of the teacher. Okay, so it will guide the teacher to execute whatever the plan the teacher is planning to their students. So, with the help of lesson plan, the teacher can successfully accomplish whatever plan he or she is having. So, that is called as a lesson plan. And a lesson plan can also be defined as a creative process. Creative process means the inside the lesson plan, there will be so many content, there will be so many details, or there will be so many informations about the lesson, and also about something out of the lesson. Okay, so that's why it is also called as it is a creative process which provides a framework of purposeful learning. So lesson plan is nothing but the teacher should write the plan. What are the things the teacher is going to do when he is entering into the class and till he is leaving the class. So the teacher enters the class and the teacher is leaving the class. So what is the teacher doing in the 45 minutes inside the classroom? So that will be given in a written format. That is called as a lesson plan. So we will be having, before constructing a building, we will be having a plan, right? So in the same way, before teaching the class, we are going to have a plan in our hand, what the teacher is going to do and what the students are going to learn. So that is called as a lesson plan. Is lesson plan still important for the teacher nowadays? Yes, sir. So lesson plan is very, very important even now. Why? Because a newly trained teacher will be facing some disturbance or some hurdles in his teaching. So if he is following the lesson plan format, so the teacher can face the situation in an comfortable manner. Okay, the lesson plan reflects the teacher's skill, intelligence, ability, and personality. So, if the teacher is preparing a proper lesson plan, that lesson plan will show the skill of teacher, intelligence of teacher, and the ability of teacher, and also the whole personality of the teacher. And lesson plan writing will help the teachers who does not want to over dependent on the textbook and who's willing to adapt the situations very well in their classroom teaching. So if the teacher is following the lesson plan, the teacher should not be, or the teacher may not depend on the textbook. So the teacher can make use or utilize the situations which is prevailing inside the classroom, and with those situations the teacher can teach the lessons well. So these are the important things for which we are depending, or for which we are writing a lesson plan for our class. Next, why is lesson plan important? Okay, so what is the importance of lesson plan? So we will see one by one. Lesson plan comfortably aligns classroom instruction with curriculum goals and objectives. So lesson plan will properly arrange the instructions with curriculum goals and objectives. Means the teacher will be having some certain objectives to achieve in the class, right? So this lesson plan will help the teacher to align those objectives and goals in an order. So what are the things which I am going to do first, and what are the things which I am going to do second, what are the things which I am going to do third. So in such a way that this lesson plan will help the teacher to arrange the classroom instructions according to the goals and objectives of curriculum. Okay, and the next one is it helps influence positive attitudes of students towards learning. So with the help of lesson plan, the teacher can influence positive attitude of students towards the learning. So why? Because in lesson plan you will be having some plan, right? So if the teacher follows the plan, naturally the class will be interesting for the learners to learn. So that will create some positive attitude towards the of students towards learning. And the third one is lesson plan serves as a checklist. Lesson plan serves as a checklist that guides teachers to be systematic in the delivery of the lesson. So if the teacher is following the lesson plan, the teacher can check whether I am following the plan or not. The teacher can now and then check the lesson plan, so that the teacher is going in a right track or a wrong track. The teacher can check. That's why it is called as a checklist. Teachers know what to do next at every point of the delivery. So if the teacher does not know what is the next thing, what is the next one I should do, the teacher can immediately refer the lesson plan, and the teacher can know what is the next point of delivery. Okay, and lessons are orderly presented. Lessons are orderly presented means in the lesson plan, the lessons will be orderly presented from motivation to the home assignment. So starting from the motivation till the home assignment, what are all the things the teacher is going to do, it will be there in the lesson plan. Okay, so it is orderly presented. And the last one is lesson plan serves as a historical document of what the teacher do in the class. So it is a document. It is a document of what is the teacher doing inside the class for the 45 minutes. So it is a document in the hand of what the teacher does for the 45 minutes. Okay, and the teacher is able to look back, reorganize and update his lesson plan for the future user. So the lesson plan can be looked back, and it can be reorganized, and it can be updated for the next lesson too. So the teacher can use the same lesson, but some modification or some reorganization has to be done for the future user. And the teacher is able to address the challenges during the lesson intervention, and that are applied or well noted. So with the help of lesson plan, the teacher can arrest some challenges which the teacher is facing while teaching the topic. So these are some of the important of lesson plan. Next is what happens when a teacher has no lesson plan. When the teacher has no lesson plan, what are the things which the teacher will be facing? Let's see. So that there is over reliance on textbook. If the teacher does not have lesson plan in his hand, then the teacher should depend on the textbook. Okay, so when we over dependent or over reliance on textbook, the class will be somewhat monotonous or boring for the students. It will not be an interesting class. It will be a monotonous class, or a boring class for the students. And lesson delivery is not always smooth. Lesson delivery is not always smooth in the sense, if the teacher does not have lesson plan in his hand, now and then the teacher will struggle to deliver in an order. Okay, so the teacher will face some difficulty in delivering the lesson. So the class will not be smooth. Okay, there will be some pause, some stop in his lesson. Sometimes the teacher will be struggling to say what is the next content to be delivered. So like this, so many problems will be there if the teacher is not having lesson plan. If the teacher is having the lesson plan, immediately the teacher can refer when there is a doubt or when there is a stop in his teaching. Okay, and there is no smooth transition when another teacher overtakes the class. So for example, I am teaching you a topic. Okay, I am teaching you a topic, and I have not completed it, but for the next 1 month I am on leave. So for my class there should be another teacher who has to be appointed, and that teacher will be continuing whatever I have taught. So if I have hand over the lesson plan to that teacher, and he can easily take over my classroom. But if I have not handed my lesson plan to the teacher will be having doubts like what is the thing which the previous teacher has taught, and what should I teach, where should I teach. So like this, so many questions will arise in the teacher. So that's what when there is another teacher who overtakes the class, it will be somewhat difficult for the teacher if there is no lesson plan. And course materials are underutilized. So when the teacher is not using the lesson plan, the course materials which are available might be underutilized or underused. It may not be used by the teacher properly. So these are the things which will happen when there is no lesson plan from the teacher's point of view. Next, advantages of lesson plan. So all the advantages are all the same, but let's see what are the advantages of lesson plan. Lesson plan provides guidelines to the teacher. So I have already told many things about guidelines. And next, the teacher is confident about the choice of content and subject matter and structures. So when the teacher is having lesson plan, the teacher will be very confident in what he is going to deliver, or what he is going to speak, or what he is going to deliver, etc. So the teacher will be very confident about the content, subject matter and structures. And the next one is, it enables the teacher to maintain continuity. So when the teacher is having lesson plan in his hand, the teacher will maintain a continuity, a flow in his teaching. So the class will be very smooth, very lively. Okay. And next is, it develops the reasoning, imaginative and decision making ability of the teacher. So when the teacher is having lesson plan, it will develop the reasoning power, imaginating power, decision making ability of the teacher. So preparing a lesson plan will develop the teacher in all these aspects. So when the teacher is preparing lesson plan regularly for his classroom, so the teacher is developing himself daily. Okay. And it develops the confidence in the teacher. So when the teacher is having lesson plan in his hand, he will be very much confident in content, subject matter, structures, and also he will be confident in the overall classroom. Okay. So these are the advantages of lesson plan. So today I have told you about the need, importance and advantages of lesson plan. And in the last class I have discussed about Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives. So after preparing educational objectives, you have to frame lesson plans for your teaching, and what is the need of lesson plan and what is the advantages of lesson plan. So that is what I have told you in this class. In the next video I will post the characteristics of lesson plan and objectives of lesson plan and a few other headings. And lesson plan is one of the most important thing, and the teacher should write lesson plan if the teacher wants to have a smooth, comfortable and healthy classroom atmosphere. So if the teacher is not having lesson plan, the teacher will lose his confidence in his teaching, and the teacher will face some problem in his teaching. Okay, thank you.